Okay, so now I'm just going to provide you with some instructions on how to hand in this algebra worksheet and exactly what it does. So I'm demonstrating this right now in a test class, so I'm pretending to be a student in a test class, but it'll look just the same. The colors won't look the same, but the assignment will look the same in your Google or regular Google Classroom. So we're looking for day 10 here. So you see all of the instructions are here um, that hopefully you've already gone through. You should have already tried the worksheet on your own before watching the video, and then you would watch the video to see how you did, making sure your form is correct. And now you're watching this how-to video. And lastly, you're going to click on the student worksheet. So I'm going to show you the steps from there on. So there you've done that. There, yeah, here's your how-to video, and now you're actually going to click here to do the assignment. So when you do it, you're going to get this worksheet that is going to load up, and it looks exactly like the one we just went through in class. But this is your own copy of it. Okay, so Tyler's my son. He's getting his own copy. Yours won't say demo. This is just the one I'm using right now. But other than that, it's going to look just like this. And you can edit this as much as you want. You don't need to worry about you're not going to screw it up because this is your worksheet. So the idea here is you're going to then go and make your own scenario. So I'm going to go off and say something like Frank's ice cream. You know, they have price is $2, $2 for ice cream and 50 cents for toppings. Okay, so obviously then you're going to be erasing this. You're going to have to change this. Maybe you're still going to have toppings or something like that. You'll need to change your equation. So in this case, it is 50 cents plus $2. And then you're going to have to change everything here. Now, I'd like you to come up with something different than ice cream toppings or pizza toppings. I'd like you to come up with something on your own. But here's the same idea. And then maybe you're going to change the question to 5. So you're going to change this to 5. And then you're going to go off and adjust everything about one of these answers. You're going to leave this one blank and this one blank, but you're going to adjust, the answers. So because you have a different scenario, you're going to go and carefully edit this and your solution. Okay, so I have a different scenario here. So you see how I'm taking the old solution and then changing it. And then you're going to change the answer and change this. And then you're going to make a new question over here with, maybe 8 toppings. And then leave this blank. Again, maybe it's not toppings, maybe it's something else about going for a ride at the fair or something. Some other thing that you're going to make up your own. And then you're going to go to the second part, and the second part are going to be opposite questions. So this one was, here's the number of toppings, find the cost. The second part is, here's the cost, work backwards to figure out the number of toppings. Again, we're going to change this question. So I'm going to say $2 or $1.50. Oh, I guess it can't be $1.50. And this is important. You got to make sure it's realistic, right? So I'm going to say $3.50. So the cost now is 3.50. And so I'm going to go off and be careful about this and type in 3.50. I'm going to change this to 0.5, and then I'm going to change this to 2. Now, notice you're going to have to do some adjusting even on these little things because you're not subtracting 10 anymore. You're subtracting 2. So I'm going to put the 2 in and subtract 2. Okay, and maybe put more spaces in. Okay, so you got to be very careful of what you do, but you're going to adjust all of this so you get a correct answer. All right, and then you're going to choose a price over here for another one, but leave this blank. I'm going to put $19.99, but is it possible to get a scenario here where it's going to be 19.99? Well, no, it's impossible. They're 50-cent toppings and it's $2. So the prices are going to go up by 50 cents. You can't have this. So make sure you don't pick a price like that. That would be wrong. Okay? You'd want to make it sure that it makes sense. And plus, you're not going to have a $200 thing of ice cream. That's another thing you don't want to do. Okay? It would be silly to have that. So, maybe the next one is $4 or something. Okay? And then you move to the bottom part and create a whole brand new question. Okay, so you're going to talk about a whole thing, and uh, Nancy is whatever. Okay, da 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 da, and you're going to change the equation, and then you're going to come up with new questions. Again, these are all going to be blank. Okay, um, and then here, what you'll do is again you'll change these questions here and leave all these blanks, but make sure the questions have possible answers that make sense. That's going to be something I'm going to check. And then the last part you're going to go through is change this. So here's Krish from last year. Some of you probably know Krish. He's already adjusted this one. I'm going to go off and make mine, and I guess I'm pretending I'm Tyler. So this is Tyler Lee, and it's 2020. Okay? So you're going to have to do a little bit of thinking before you get onto the thing, but you're going to actually do the work here. All right? Now, if we go back and look at the assignment, the other thing you can look at before you submit this is you can, let me just view the assignment here so I can see things a little bit bigger. All right, here we go. Good. So you can see everything nicely there when you see the full assignment. Um, look at here. The rubric I'm going to use to mark this is all right here. So you're not going to do anything, but you can check to make sure everything's done. So did you get the right equation for number one? Did you get the right equation for the second example? Did you answer one correctly? Did you answer the second part correctly? Are there realistic answers? Okay, clear questions. Um, answer examples with sentences. Uh, answers to one, space for other. Okay, you want to make sure it is only on one sheet and it's creative and neatly produced. These are the things I'm looking for. All right, so once I'm comfortable with it's all done and I've checked this rubric that I've done everything I can and it looks nice and neat and tidy, you see how it's already attached there. You don't need to add or create anything because you've already created it. It automatically gets created. The worksheet is already done. You're just going to go off and push submit. Okay? Yeah, blah, 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 it'll make sure, and then you turn it in. Okay? Once you turn it in, then you see it's there. Now, if you realize you've made a mistake, you can unsubmit it and make an adjustment. If you wanted to ask for help, Mr. Lee, I don't understand, blah, 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 blah. Okay? You can do this, and I'll get that comment on the other side. Or, of course, you can email me. You could also say, I unsubmitted the work because I realized I made a mistake. You might want to make these sort of these adjustments. I guess unsubmit is not a word. Okay? But you can write me a little comment there, and I'll get that information. But once you have it, you're submitted, and then your assignment's done. And you can enjoy the rest of your Easter weekend. All right, so hopefully that's helpful. Good luck.